I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody. Let me just make sure all my shit is sounding how it needs to sound and all that good stuff. You feel me? Appreciate everybody tuning in today. We're not gonna have too much of a long show today, but you know, we gonna get this game in here. Shout out to my lovely lady April MC in the building. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Shout out to Duke Alex, monogamous player, Gift Strengths in the building. Who else we got up in here? Aaron, J Bird, got game. Derek, learn slow. What's going on? Armani Nelson, Phoenix is in the building. Rex Corp is in the building. June Sports, Corey 2S, what's popping with you? Appreciate you tuning in. Martavius is in the building. Who else we got up in here? Captain Caleb, what's popping with you? Appreciate you. Scales Fitness in the building. Demetrius in the building. Clever is in the building. Coffee Brown is up in here. Blastomatic. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons women change their minds about having sex with you, okay? Oh, it's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be so crazy because the game is gonna be so heavy today. This is gonna teach you guys a lot about what's going on out here in these dating streets. But before we get into all of that, though, y'all already know what we gotta do. So let's just do that thing that y'all already know what we gotta do. So let me pull this up real quick so that you guys always remember to go to CunninghamElements.com. Get your masculine identity soap. Get the parfum. Get that shit cracking. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that going right now. And remember, there's a sale right now on CunninghamElements.com. We got the spring sale going on. So make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com right now. Hit up Miles over there and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you do that. And also make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Get the program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. This program is fire with myself and April. And you're going to learn a lot about the game in this program. So make sure you guys get What Men Wish They Knew About Women program. Also, make sure you get the online dating consultation with myself and April so you can step up your online dating game. Get that cracking. Make sure you make that happen. Also, get all the other products Massive Game Collection, Master the Vetting Process, How to Have Sex 2 Minute a Day, ebook, audiobook, Looks Don't Matter ebook, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less audio program, and all the other stuff on shoplocario.com. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials. Also, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com so you guys can join the Masculine Identity Membership, get on the Zoom calls with Miles so that you guys can get that shit cracking and make that happen. You feel what I'm saying? Because them Zoom calls be fire. And last but not least, make sure that you guys go to this page right here. Let me get you guys on this page right here. Hold on. Let's go to patreon.com and get on the Bad Boy Show. Right? So on the Bad Boy Show, we talk about current events and we spit some heavy game. I'm about to drop the new episode today. Me and Miles just recorded it earlier today. So we're going to drop the new episode today. So just go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And you guys can get on the Patreon right now and you can check out all of the awesome shit on the Patreon, man. I'm telling you, it is fire. You feel what I'm saying? See, Joseph right here said, I finally joined. Glad to finally be here. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'm out on the Patreon. Y'all fucking up. All right, so now let's jump into this. Let's get into this game. Let's get into this motherfucking game. So today we're talking about 5 reasons women change their minds about having sex with you. And guys, you want to call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. All right, so now when we talk about this topic of reasons why women change their mind about having sex with you, right? This is about where, let's say you're in a situation with a woman, you're flirting and building sexual tension, right? You think sex is going to happen, or she's showing through her words and actions that she may want to have sex with you that night, or maybe sometime sooner in the future, like maybe the next time you see her and all this other stuff, right? She may even say to you that she is interested in, in having sex with you, right? And the problem is that when it comes to it happening, it doesn't happen. So let's say you're on a first date with a chick, you bring her back to the crib, right? And then she doesn't want to have sex with you when you get back to the house, right? Or let's say you on a first date with a chick, you're flirting with her, everything is cool, you build the sexual tension and things are getting hot and heavy, but you don't bring her back that night for whatever reason. And you say, hey, look, next time let's get together and make it happen. So next time comes and then she leaves you on red when you try to set it up for the next time. You feel what I'm saying? Or she may even come to your place and then shit still don't go down. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what's really going on, right? So I'm going to be talking about, women and why they change their minds about, having sex with you. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to have these situations where at first she wanted to do it. Then she changed her mind about doing it. And I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why this happens, because a lot of guys get confused by this. And what you got to understand is that, women will change their minds, just like that. You feel what I'm saying? In a lot of different situations, right? A lot of good guys will take it personally because what happens is that they attach their ego to, having sex with women, right? And so I'm going to break this down, and this is in no order of importance. I'm going to just go 1 through 5. And we're going to break down what's going on in these situations, right? These situations. Now, let's get into the first reason. First reason women change their minds about having sex with you is because you did something or said something that gives her the ick. Okay? You did something or said something that gave her the ick, okay? And we talk about the ick in What Men Wish They Knew About Women program. So go to shoplocario.com to get that program right now. So what is the ick though? So the ick basically is when you're dealing with a woman and you say something to do something that turns her off, that makes her see you as less attractive.
It's something that makes her just be like, ill, I don't want to fuck with him no more. She does one of these. You know what I'm saying? That's what she has that energy, right? And so when you give a woman the ick, that makes her change her mind about having sex with you, right? So let's say, for example, you go get drinks with a girl, right? And you're getting drinks, you're flirting, you're building that sexual tension. You understand everything is real, like, getting all hot and heavy and shit. You guys start kissing and it's all good. You say, yo, let's go back to my place and shit, right? And then you get back to your place. And for whatever reason, you just want to start talking about politics. I don't know why, but you start talking about politics. You talk about how you voted for Trump twice. And now she's like, oh. So now that you said you voted for Trump, now she got the ick. Now she don't want to fuck you no more. So she wanted to fuck you, but now you started talking about Trump that gave her the ick. You understand what I'm saying? And shout out to Chris for donating, for supporting the game. Appreciate you, fam. Yes, sir. But yeah, so that will happen where you may say something or do something that gives a girl an ick. So let's say, for example, you meet a girl and, y'all are talking, flirting or whatever. You meet a random chick at a bar. Y'all exchange numbers. And you hit her up and say, hey, you should come by my place this weekend. She's like, sounds good. Then you start texting her a bunch of weird shit. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? All this other stuff, right? You're going back and forth for this chick. And now she got the ick because you're giving her all of this extra attention, asking her a bunch of stupid questions. And now she's like, oh, this guy's kind of needy. He just keeps texting me all the time. And that gives her the ick and she don't want to fuck with you. Right? So sometimes the woman is like, I want to make it happen with the guy. But then these things are occurring where she gets the ick and then that makes her not want to fuck with you anymore. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically a lot of times in these situations, it's you talking yourself out of the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically you talking yourself out of it, where she wanted to make it happen. You started doing all this extra shit. And then therefore she's not trying to fuck with you anymore. Now, the thing with the ick though, and we talk about this in the program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Again, go to shoplocario.com. See, I don't want to go too deep into what we talked about in the program because you got to get it. But the thing is that a lot of guys will give women the ick and not even realize it because of certain things that they're doing. But also understand that there are times where you can't even control if you give the woman the ick because you don't know what will give that woman that ick. You understand what I'm saying? But this is why I tell you guys, when you're talking to these chicks, focus just on flirting and building sexual tension in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to just flirt, build that sexual tension. So you're not out here wasting time and saying, shit that's unnecessary or doing unnecessary things. You feel what I mean? So that, those type of things don't occur. Because see, when you have a situation where you're sexually attracted to a woman and that woman's sexually attracted to you, then you end up doing something that gives her the ick, which is going to make her change her mind about having sex with you. Understand that a lot of times that's about you not having tight enough game to be able to get a situation from point A to point B, right? So point A is, okay, we just met on a date, or point A is, I just met this girl at the bar. How do I get her from there back to my place so we can smash? And the thing is, the woman will be sexually attracted to you, and then you say something or do something that gives her the ick, that makes her change her mind. And the shit can happen in an instant, in a second. You see what I'm saying? But this is why you have to be very aware and know how to flirt and build sexual tension. You feel what I'm saying? So that you stay focused on that specifically. All right. Now, let's move on to number two. Right now, this number two is the one that, a lot of guys don't even know. Right. So the second reason women change their minds about having sex with you is she got back with an ex
before you got to smash. Terrible. She got back with her ex before you got to smash. How does that look, Locario? So let's say you, meet some chick at a bar or whatever, or even you meet a girl online, you go to a bar, whatever it is like that. You get drinks with the girl. You're flirting. You're doing all the stuff. And then you end up not smashing that night, right? And then you set up something for next week for her to come through to your place to smash. Then what happened is that during that week, like let's say right after the day you saw the girl, her ex or the dude that she was talking to previously comes back in the picture. Let's say it's her ex and now he wants to get back with her, or a guy she's been seeing who she wants to be her man and they start being exclusive. So now you're expecting to see this woman next week so that she could come through and y'all could get it cracking. But then when you text her, what will happen sometimes is that she will leave you on red, or she will come up with like some sort of excuse as to why she can't see you. A lot of times she's not going to necessarily say, oh yeah, I've been seeing this guy and blah, blah, blah. Once in a blue, they will. So sometimes a woman will just let you know. Other times women will give you an excuse or a lie to just sort of like, not have to deal with telling you the real deal. Right. But what happens is that she wanted to have sex with you. She changed her mind because her circumstances changed. And so now she's fucking with the other guy exclusively or whatever it is and trying to make shit work with that guy. And therefore you're not going to have sex. You see what I'm saying? So shit like that could happen. This is why you guys shouldn't take it personally. If you wanted to make something happen with a woman, you thought things were flowing in a direction that you wanted it to go in and it just fizzled out. Because you're like, man, I don't understand what happened, bro. We was having such a good time. Why did she ghost me? Why did she flake? Why did she do this? How come she don't want to see me? And dudes start, feeling some type of way. And what you don't understand is that these type of situations happen where the chick had some other shit going on, and then from the time when you were supposed to see her again, between that time from when you first met her until you're supposed to see her again, some shit went down, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that also happens and that also occurs. Right now, let's move on to number 3. Number 3, the third reason women change their minds about having sex with you, and this happens a lot for a lot of these guys out here. The third reason why she changed her mind about having sex with you is you gave her boyfriend energy. Terrible. Terrible. You gave her that boyfriend energy. Now, what happens is sometimes the woman is like, oh, I want to have sex with this guy tonight. Then on the date, you are giving her boyfriend energy. On the interactions, you're giving her this boyfriend energy. The girl could have been thinking about having sex with you, soon as she met you on the street last week. Let's say you met a girl online. She could have been thinking about having sex with you when y'all first met for that first date. But now, because you've given her boyfriend energy from the time you interacted with her to the time y'all are on that first date, now she changes her mind because she says, well, I could fuck him, but if I fuck him, it might fizzle out quickly. So let me hold off on the fucking, and I'll fuck him later. I'll get him to like take me out on more dates and court me or whatever it is, because then I have a better chance of him sticking around. But the only reason she's thinking that is because you're giving her boyfriend energy. So a lot of you guys have situations where initially a woman was thinking about having sex with you, but you are giving her boyfriend energy, which makes her switch up how she's thinking about you. This can also happen sometimes where, let's say, for example, you take a girl home or take her back to your place, and because she's at your place, she's like, oh, this guy's living real nice. He looks like he has a lot of money. So then she's going to try to fall back or try to not make anything happen because she's like, oh, I want more of this, right? I want I want to extend this situation. And what women think is, well, if I have sex with him quickly, then he might get rid of me quickly. But if I hold off on the sex, then maybe I can extend this longer. And then maybe he can become my boyfriend. But also, you giving that boyfriend energy gives her the indication that you may be the type of guy that would be her boyfriend, which is going to cause her to change her mind about having sex with you now. Right? So, for example, a lot of you guys might match with a girl on a dating app, right? And you're supposed to see her Friday, but you match with her on Monday. So then what you do is you set up the date for Friday, but then Monday evening, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you've been texting her back and forth. You was probably on the phone with her for like a half an hour Wednesday evening, right? So you're giving off that boyfriend energy. So initially when she matched with you on Monday, she was thinking, oh, this guy could get it. I'll definitely smash and I'll make it happen. But then during the week, you were giving her the boyfriend energy. And matter of fact, the type of date you selected was a boyfriend energy type of date. You're like, oh, let's go to dinner. So you said, let's go to dinner. You've talked to her throughout the entire week, right? And then you expect her to just smash, but you've already given her that boyfriend energy before y'all even actually went on the date. You see what I'm saying? You haven't even met her in person and you're giving her the boyfriend energy. And that's why she's going to fall back. And that's why she's going to not have sex with you now. Because she was thinking about it. Then she changed her mind because she's like, yeah, I can get a better situation going if I don't have sex with him now. This is why I tell you guys, when you first start fucking with these women, right? You got to make it a sexual thing, a flirtatious thing. You understand? So a lot of you guys, what you do is that you try to be too romantic. You're trying to build rapport with the woman. You try to do what the PUA say. You're trying to build comfort, all that other stupid shit. And then she's like, oh, this guy's so nice. He's so good. He's so, he's so reliable. Right? So you end up being boyfriend guy. And then she changed her mind about having sex with you. Because why have sex with you now if her having sex with you now might mean you won't call her later? But she wants you to call her later, so she's going to withhold off the sex. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that shit works. Now, let's move on to number 4. Now, the fourth reason women change their minds about having sex with you, and this is something that a lot of guys don't know, and this is always funny to me. The fourth reason women change their minds about having sex with you is, to them, you are too attractive and she doesn't want to get rejected after sex. It's crazy. To her, you are too attractive and she doesn't want to get rejected after sex. Now, this is almost like the other extreme of boyfriend energy, because part of the reason why she thinks you're too attractive is because in some form or fashion, she thinks like you're a player. She's like, this motherfucker gets a lot of women. I can tell he's a player. He has his pick of the litter. And I'm really attracted to him and I want to have sex with him. But then now I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I feel like if we have sex, he may end up just never calling me again. Or also what happens is that in these particular situations, because you are the guy that she considers too attractive and she's sexually attracted to you in that way and she wants to make it happen, sometimes that particular woman also has too many fuck buddies on the roster. You understand? And so essentially what it is that because she's already fucking, let's say 2, 3, maybe 4 guys right now, she's like, I don't want to just add another dude. Like I have a lot of dick right now. You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of dick in the situation right now. So it's going to be way too much dick. So even though she was thinking about having sex with you, she'll probably fall back and change her mind because she's like, this is way too much dick. Right. But then also on top of the fact, because she thinks you're really, really attractive, she thinks that, damn, if I have sex with this dude and he bounces, I'm going to feel some type of way. Right? So on one end of the spectrum, the girl won't have sex with you because you're giving too much boyfriend energy. And then on the other end of the spectrum, she's like, well, you're giving off too much player energy. So at first she was thinking, I want to have sex, but then her fear of you fucking and bouncing, or her fear of getting played after the fact, or her fear of her starting to really like you and then you just fall back, is making her change her mind about it. Because she has the desire, but her fear is taking over. Her fear is stronger than her desire, which is why she's not fucking you. You understand what I'm saying? I always tell you guys this. It's about fear and desire. If her fear is strong enough, it ain't happening. If her desire is strong enough, it'll happen. But sometimes what'll happen is, like I said, is that she'll fall back because that fear is so strong. And that's why she is not having sex with you, because she's like, this nigga's, he's too much. Right. And so sometimes what'll happen is that on that first date or that first encounter, she's thinking about this. And let's say it doesn't necessarily happen on the first encounter, because you just say, hey, let's go meet up, get some coffee real quick and get the shit cracking and see what's popping. So you get the coffee with her. Let's say you got to leave in the next 45 minutes. It ain't nothing that you was trying to make happen longer than that, but she's so sexually attracted to you and all this other stuff. You might kiss her a little bit, flirt, do all this other stuff, right? Then what happens is that when she leaves and you try to hit her up to make something happen, that gives her time to think. She's like, damn, I'm really feeling this guy. And then what happens is that you set a date or set another time for y'all to get together. So you say, hey, let's meet up Saturday at my place. And she says, yeah, let's do that. And then Saturday comes and she gives you the text. Oh, hey, I'm so sorry. Something came up. My boss called. I had to work, or whatever the fuck it is, right? And a lot of times that text is not because her boss called or some other shit came up. It's because she was thinking the entire week and she was like, I don't know if I want to do this with this guy because I feel like it's going to get me in a whole lot of trouble. I'm going to feel a certain type of way. The last guy that I met that reminded me of him, I really liked him and he just fucked me twice and left and ghosted me and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So then you end up in a situation where she, doesn't end up having sex with you, even though she was thinking about it beforehand. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of guys will be like, oh, well, she don't want to have sex with me because she wasn't interested in me. No, sometimes she won't have sex with you because she is interested in you and she's thinking about all of the other shit after the fact. See, you got to understand how women think. See, a lot of guys, they try to judge what women do in relation to what a guy would do. So we see a woman, like I promise you, no dude has ever probably thought this ever. I think no dude has ever thought this, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's one guy, but I don't think there's ever been a dude who saw a woman he thought was physically attractive and then also sexually attracted to her and said to himself, yeah, this girl wants to fuck me, but I don't know, because what if she doesn't call me after she fucks me? You understand? Like, I don't think any dude has ever said that to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any dude has been like, man, I want to have sex with her, but I don't know, because what if we have sex and then she, she doesn't want to see me after that? I don't know if I should. Ain't no dude had pussy thrown at him and he was like, I would, but what if she doesn't call me again? Like, that's not how we think. See, but women think that way because what happens is that women have a lot of experiences of guys who run through them and keep it moving. So she doesn't want this guy that she potentially would like and really want to be with or get attached to just run through her and leave like the other ones. So that's why that thought comes to her, and that could cause her to basically just, resist the situation. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, again, like I said, you have to stop taking this type of shit personally when you're trying to make something happen and a chick changes her mind or she's on some other shit and you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Because then you start to internalize it and you're like, what happened? What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? Blah, 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 blah. You understand? It's crazy. Now, let's get to the last one right here. The last reason why women change their minds about having sex with you. Let's get to the last one. So the last one we got on the list right here as to why women will change their minds about having sex with you is you didn't strike while the pussy was hot. You didn't strike while the pussy was hot, my guy. See, let me tell you guys something. So I remember I would always get when I would coach these dudes, and I'd always get a similar story that basically goes like this, right? Guy will be at the club. He's flirting with the girl. They dancing, they touching, they start kissing. Everything's all, hot, heavy, and on point and shit. Then this fool gives her his number, or they exchange numbers. He leaves, and then he hits her up the next day or later that week. And then he says, oh man, Locario, this chick didn't return my text. She didn't return my call. Right? Now, why does that happen? That happens because when you were exchanging numbers with her in the club, what you should have been doing is trying to smash that night, right? Because that's when the pussy was hot. Now, when you called her or text her the next day or later that week, the pussy is now cold. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times the timing is off, because sometimes a woman will fuck with you on some sexual shit because the moment that she's in, right, got her in the mood to make that shit happen. Now that it's the next day, it's later that week, that moment's done. That shit is over, right? See, everything that was going on at that night, at the nightclub or whatever, you're talking to her, flirting, doing all this other stuff, everything in that environment, the situation, right, had her in the mood to make that shit happen. You understand? But now that that's over, her mood changed, and now you caught her on a regular day where she's not even thinking about that right now. She's not in the mood right now to make that happen. So that window is gone. It's finished, right? So a lot of times what you guys gotta, notice, and this is not just for like in the club and all that other stuff, but this is just in general. You could be in situations where the time to have sex is now. Because if you don't have it now, it's probably never going to happen because you're going to change your mind. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's not happening now, it's probably not going to happen at all. So that's why it can seem like the woman is really, really, really feeling you. Everything is all on point. And then all of a sudden, later, the next day, you understand what I'm saying? The next week, she ain't trying to do it. You understand? So that's what happens. But guys, if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call up, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So you said, but I thought you are the mood. What are you talking about? You got to call up. Call up and explain that. Donate and call up and explain what you're talking about. So it says, if you catch that something you did gave her the ick and then you try to double back on it, does that give her the double ick? Listen, once she got the ick, it's over. It's done. Once she got the ick, it's pretty much a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? It's pretty much a wrap. You see what I mean? So the thing is, when it comes to the ick, that's not anything you need to worry about or think about, right? Because, when it comes to the ick, it's a lot of times it's an unpredictable thing. There are certain things that you consciously should know not to do that will, in most cases, give women the ick. But there are certain things that are, like unpredictable that could also happen. You feel what I'm saying? But let me see what else we got here. This guy, Steve DeLine, says some years ago, a woman at work was showing interest, but she cut me off when I told her that the first woman I fell in love with was a vampire. Why do women not get men's sense of humor? What? Come on, Steve DeLine. Steve DeLine, you got to call up sometime. You need to call up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna answer any of your questions until you call up. Said, did you mess up if you met a girl in the club and started dancing and expressed your interest? After like 5 minutes, you tell her you are just looking for casual sex and no real relationship? What? What are you talking about? What are we talking? Okay, guys, here's the problem. So what you're saying is you're in the club, you dancing with a chick, and then you're telling the chick that you're dancing with, you're looking for casual sex and no real relationship. How do we go from dancing to get into conversation about relationships and casual sex? Like what are we talking about here? If you're on the dance floor with a chick, and let's say y'all getting all close and you're dancing real sexual or whatever, right? And then you pull her off the dance floor and then you start flirting with her, getting closer, touching her, kissing her and all that other stuff, right? You're creating a situation in an environment where the sexual tension is being built in that situation. Then you say, hey, let's get up out of here. Let's go back to my place, right? So that we can get it cracking. You go back to your place, you hook up with the girl, and then you send her on her way home, right? Then if you want to make something happen again, you hit her up and you tell her to come over and then y'all hook up. And if she wants to hook up with you, she'll meet you at your place. Y'all hook up. Then you send her on her way, right? So you wanting casual sex, you can create that situation to happen. You don't have to sit a woman down and say, hey, we got to have a conversation. So listen, I want casual sex. I don't really want a relationship. And, I want, you don't talk about it, be about it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't talk about it, be about it. That's it. You just got to make the moves, fam. You know what I'm saying? You said I guess what if she want to fuck, but she's tipsy? Well, yeah, if she's tipsy, you gotta leave her ass alone. That's a wrap. If she's all tipsy or drunk, that you gotta leave her ass alone. But if she's not tipsy or drunk, right, then you should get shit popping. You should get it going. It says, I thought women don't attach their feelings to sex and do it for the physical pleasure. They do. They do it for the physical pleasure. The problem is that if they think they can get something outside of that, then that's where their feelings get caught up. But the reason why they think they can get something outside of sex is because you're giving them boyfriend energy. So their feelings are not getting attached to the sex. The feelings are getting attached to the idea of them getting non-sexual attention, which means having a relationship with a guy outside of sex. You understand what I'm saying? And so sometimes what happens is that when a woman is attracted to you, like highly attracted to you, she's also going to project things outside of sex. Which is why if she thinks that you're too attractive, but she is really feeling you because she thinks you're that attractive, she will fantasize about you and her being together beyond sex. But because you're too attractive, she's also thinking he's too attractive to stay. So if he's too attractive to stay and I fuck him, he's most likely gonna leave. And if the guy that I like, who I hoped would stay, leaves after we fuck, I'm gonna feel sad. You see how that works? So then now what will happen is that she'll refrain from fucking that guy in certain situations. Now, if she's super, super attracted to him and she can't help it, she'll probably end up fucking him. But if she could help it, she'll refrain from doing it so that she don't have to feel that energy later. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's how it works. So when it comes to a woman, catching feelings or getting attached, it's not about the sex. It's about getting attached to the possibility and idea of a relationship happening with a guy that she likes. That's what she would get attached to or feel some type of way about. See, because you got to understand, guys, you got to listen. Imagine you're a woman, right? And your dating life is just a bunch of niggas that just want to fuck you and then keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Your dating life is essentially a bunch of dudes who's just trying to stick their dick in you and keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? And the problem is with women is that they don't have enough game to, in general, to keep a guy interested for the long term. But Moses, what's going on? Moses, what's popping?
Locario, check your Venmo, nigga.
All right. This nigga said,
check your Venmo.
This nigga said, check my Venmo like
nah, not no bad shit.
Like it was a threat. He was like,
so for all you guys who think Moses don't donate,
yo,
check your Venmo.
Moses had me shook. He's like, check your Venmo, nigga.
Nah.
I got you.
Not in no disrespectful way.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Just to make sure that you looked at Moses donate.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Right?
What's going on?
So now, listen. Let me tell you this. This is a great topic. Why you always say that? Women will tell you all that sexual shit behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
You see, let me tell you, I've been in multiple situations where behind closed doors, women in the front end, women resist me sexually. But when I took them behind closed doors, they told me all that freak nasty shit they be doing.
Mm-hmm.
They told me all that masturbating shit they be doing.
Right.
They tell me, how they love playing with themselves. They tell me all this shit.
Mm.
You understand? Now, here's the crazy part. I don't know if you ever felt that way, Locario, but I feel that way. Sometimes, when I feel like I'm talking myself out of it, you understand? I get some kind of feeling like, is like something tells me in my head, like, yo, Moses, get the fuck out of here, son. If she's not trying to go back to your spot, or she's not trying to, smash you now, just exchange numbers. She says she's down. Okay, she can't do it now. Just exchange numbers and get the fuck out of there, bro, before you fuck this up.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, Moses. See, the thing is, and what you guys are gonna understand is that, you can't talk your way out of pussy if you have game. And what I mean by that is either she gonna be down with what you down with, or she ain't. See, guys who don't have game talk themselves out of pussy, meaning that they're talking themselves out of pussy because they're looking to the woman to give them pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you have game, you're giving a woman an opportunity to fuck with you, get on your dick. So now what happens is that everything you're doing and saying is the thing that you should be doing and saying because you have game. So what a lot of guys do is that they're trying to, this is how the whole PUA pickup artist thing works. A pickup artist is trying to create a scenario or be a certain type of way for the woman to try to get her to like chase him or want to be with him. So what he's doing is that he's thinking about and altering what he's saying and doing for the sex. Whereas a man who has game, what he's doing is that he's being who he is and allowing the woman to choose. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Because, at the end, there's cats out there. They're like, yo, why would you flirt and build sexual attention when you first meet a chick at a bar? It's like, why not do that? You understand? Why wait later? Because you could be wasting your time with a chick who's not really feeling you, and then she could just be sitting up there soaking up attention.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got you were gonna say something.
No, I was agreeing. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, it's important. It's important to do all of this in a timely fashion. So this is why I always tell guys, when y'all are out here wasting time being too, you're being indirect, you're being around the bush, all these other things. What you're doing is you're just delaying the inevitable. So you need to know what the inevitable is. Is she actually interested or is she not? So if she's not interested, you're wasting time because she's not interested, and you're going to find it out later. And if she is interested, you're still wasting time by being indirect, because if she's interested, then that means she would have been interested now, and instead of you waiting for it later. Do you see what I'm saying? For the shit to go down later.
Exactly. Like I said, man, time is important, so I rather, like I tell people this every day, I rather find out up front that the chick is not interested, and I could just move on to the next girl, because, the places I go to, there's hundreds and hundreds of women on both sides of the street. It's like a strip. You know what I'm saying? It's like thousands of girls. It's like, okay, cool. I'll go there. So, so it gives me more options. So if I'm talking to a chick and then, she's not feeling me, I could tell that from right off the bat. I could be like, all right, cool, man, you have a nice day. I turn around, there's another chick standing two feet from her,
right?
And I could just go approach her, and this is why it's a numbers game, because and I tell people, like, listen, I understand you love women, but also women go out and put all these makeup on and look dressed nice and sexy just to go out and use guys for attention,
right?
And time, and just to get guys to buy them free drinks. So this is why, and then Locario, I'm gonna close by saying this. Like, I've been in situations where when I'm at the spot, I'm building sexual attention, and I was able to get me a one night stand. And then before the chick, that was when I had a car and I tinted my windows, And then what's crazy is that, the chick told me, listen, she's glad that I took it this far. That's what she wanted me to do. You see? And this would have never, and I would have never found that out if I did not initiated the sexual attention first.
Right.
You see, this is why the man's supposed to lead. This is why the man's supposed to take action first. Because you don't know if the chick, this chick may be a chick who's sexually attracted to, who you can make things happen with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not building sexual attention. You waiting, and then next thing you know, she gets turned off by that. So that's why I said I rather find that out early.
Right.
And this is why the Bad Boys membership is important. There's a whole lot of programs that talk about this.
That's a fact. So
thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So guys, call up. We're going to probably do another maybe 10, 15 minutes, and we're going to head up out of here. Because it ain't going to be a long show today. Because me and April got to do a consultation right after this. So make sure you guys call up if you want to call up right now. Call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. You said, what do you think of the phrase opposites attract? Opposites do attract, but also like attracts. Like attracts like, and opposites attract. Those are both true. So opposites attract in the sense of, let's say, for example, the masculine and the feminine. You understand what I'm saying? So if you have a masculine man, he's going to attract a feminine woman. You feel what I'm saying? If you have a masculine woman, she's going to attract a feminine man, right? So those are the opposites that are attracting, right? But also like attracts like, meaning that if you are a guy who is confident, on point, right? Then you're going to also attract a woman who's confident and on point, who could be a long-term situation for you. Because what's going to happen is if you're confident, on point motherfucker, you're not going to actually be in a relationship with a woman who is on some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Because that is not in alignment with who you are. But the opposites still attract, because if you're a confident, on point dude, but you're a masculine dude and she's a confident, on point chick, but she's feminine, then that's the opposite that attracts in the situation. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is, man. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. You got to understand, man, that when it comes to a lot of this, when you're dealing with women, right? And women changing their minds about sex or fucking with you, understand that women will change their minds about a whole bunch of different shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what it is that you want to make sure that you're on point so you know how to attract and maintain. You see what I'm saying? You got to know how to attract and maintain. So when you know how to attract and maintain, if you're talking to a woman or dealing with a woman who just changes her mind, or she, ghosts you or flips the script or whatever, you're like, whatever, because you understand that you know how to attract and maintain. So that means that in general, you know what to do to attract women and make things happen, right? So a lot of times the reason why a lot of guys feel some type of way about a woman, changing her mind about sex or not wanting to see them anymore or leaving them on red or flaking and all this other stuff is because they're still attached to the idea of getting validation from women. Well, you're supposed to validate yourself by understanding your value and then also understanding why the woman is attracted to you based on that value. This is why, for example, shout out to Steve, where he says, why should a woman fuck you? You understand why you, right? You should know the answer to that question. You understand what I'm saying? You should understand the value that you have so that you are not looking at a woman not wanting to fuck with you as your loss. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of guys think when they don't have game. You said a woman I approached tried to get me to take her number. When I told her nah and walked away, she doubled back and gave me her phone to put my number in. Should I have taken it? Wait, hold on. So you said the woman approached you, tried to get you to take her number, but when you told her nah and walked away, wait. So Raymond, you gotta listen. You got to call up because I need to know the context. So you were just walking, minding your business, and a chick just approached you and told you to take her number? Like she just ran up on you, was like, hey, real quick, take my... So you're saying that you approached her. And what did you say when you approached her? That's what I'm saying. Like, call in. You got to call in. I need to ask these questions. Because what did you say to the woman in the situation and what prompted her to do all of that other shit? I need to know the whole story. You feel what I'm saying? So how can I find a lot of women I like physically, I just don't approach any women? Hold on. I don't know. This might be you right here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes.
I don't know, Pete. That might be you. You might not like chicks. How can I find a lot of women I like physically? I just don't approach any women. So you trying to tell me you go outside, you don't see no women that you like? No women that you're attracted to physically? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, Pete? What do you mean? Like, you're not seeing none? I don't know. It might be something else. You might like something else. I'm just saying. What is that like? I don't understand that shit. He's capping. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, dudes just be saying shit because they scared to approach. They're like, well, I don't see any girls that I'm attracted to, so that's why I'm not approaching. No, you're not approaching because you're scared to approach. It's not because you're not seeing any women you're not attracted to. So I'm sure you see some women here and there that you're attracted to. You understand? And I would say it's really about, okay, do you see women that you want to fuck? You understand what I'm saying? You said, why do you preach to care why she like you if she controls her choosing? What? I'm confused. Wait, why do you preach to care why she like you if she controls her choose? I don't even know what that means. Like, reword that or something. I have no idea what you're talking about. Does anybody understand that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know what he talking about. Somebody interpret that into English. I don't know what that means. You gotta remix that whole sentence or some shit, or that question. So he said, I see a lot of women I like. I want to make my approaches worth it. What? Are you saying you don't like? You got to call up, fam. Some of y'all got to understand. You got to call up because y'all just saying shit, and I don't understand what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all talking about. It's crazy. This is crazy. So yeah, you gotta call up and ask that because I don't know what y'all talking about with that shit. Let me see if we got any more questions. Okay, let's see any more questions. Any more here? All right, so listen, man, we about to wrap this shit up, man. We about to wrap this up. Listen, what's today? Today is Wednesday, so tomorrow I'm gonna be on live. Tomorrow evening. It says, why do you care? You said, why do you care about why she likes a guy so much if she does the choosing and leaving? Seems like you care about the reason, but she knows it more than the guy. What? Hold on, I gotta read this slow. Why do you care about why she likes a guy so much if she's doing the choosing and leaving? Seems like you care about the reason, but she knows it more than the guy. I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. 503 was popping. Who this?
Yo, what's happening? This is BJ. I had the question in the chat on the Raymond Barnett.
Okay, what's going on?
The Miles.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you were saying that you approached the girl.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah. So I saw her while I was walking down the street, and I went across the street. Well, not across the street, but she was walking behind me. And I turned around and was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" You know, introduced myself, got her name, told her my name. I said, "Yeah, you know, you look really good. I love the way you put together in that outfit." I said, "I think I could see you in something sexy, you know, something specifically black." I was like, "What you got going on? You got anybody you seeing? You know, because I definitely want to meet up with you and have that drink." And she was like, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm like, "Don't worry about that. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing." I said, "Here, take my number down. And when you do," I said, "I'm going to hit you up, or you hit me up, I'm going to lock you in, and I'm going to let you know what time I'm free, and you let me know what time you free, and we can make that happen." And so she's like, "Oh, well, you can take my number down." I was like, "Nah," because she was like, "Well, I'm in a rush. I got to get to work." I was like, "Nah, it's cool. So you have a good day. You know, you go to work. See you later."
Right. So yeah, that's
so as I'm walking over. Yeah, and that's when I was walking away, and as I was walking away, I just put my earphone back in my head, and then she like stopped and pulled out her phone, and then turned around and like reached her phone out, or reached out her arm and put her phone in my face and was like, "Here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I put the number in the phone, and I was like, "Hit me up with your schedule." And I said, "We'll make that happen." And I walked away, but I was like, I wasn't sure, because even though, like you said in the show, women can change their mind, I wasn't really sure how to.
But wait, I'm confused, because didn't you first tell her to put your number in her phone?
Yeah. So I told her to put my number in her phone. That's when she said, "Take my number down." And I said, "No." And so when she doubled back, she gave me her phone to then take my number.
Okay, but remember, you said for her to put the number in the phone, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So the fact that she was giving you resistance, already, like, this chick has medium interest. That's one. Now, again, like I always tell you guys, you can still deal with women who have medium interest. Just understand that future resistance is on the horizon. That's all you got to know, right?
Oh yeah, that's a dub then. That's all good.
Right.
That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to make sure I was, seeing it right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Whenever a woman is doing that, what happens is that she's giving you the resistance, right? Because if she was highly interested, she would have just did what you said from the beginning. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when you walked away, she was like, "Oh shit, I might be missing out on a real nigga," and that's why she went back. Do you see what I'm saying? But right. But essentially understand, because this is what you guys understand. A woman's first reaction is her real reaction.
Right.
Never forget that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So her first reaction was to resist what you were saying. So that's her actual real feeling about interacting with you.
The secondary was her ego being bruised. Like,
right, exactly. Shit. And then she goes back. She's like, "Oh, maybe he a real motherfucker. Let me see him, whatever." And then now she wants to go back and make it happen. But if she was really feeling you from the jump, everything would have went smooth from the jump. Like, she would have just been like, "Oh yeah," and then took took your number down and did what you said. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she said she was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna be late for work and all of that." Like, she obviously stopped and had a little bit of time to stop and talk to me, and then tell me, "Oh, how old are you?" And oh, take my number down. So you had time to sit there and give me bullshit and
Right,
resistance,
exactly.
but you didn't do what I said. Okay.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And you know, if she told me, oh, I gotta head out for work. Do you see what I'm saying? All of those things happening at that time, in that moment, was showing you the interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that clears it up for me. If she do hit me up, I'm gonna discharge you. I ain't gonna talk to her. Yeah,
Right.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to make sure I understood what was going on.
Remember, if you still want to smash, you could just understand that. I just want you to be aware of more resistance before sex happens. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, trust me, I'm on the masculine identity membership. I'm already aware of that. I ain't even taking it further, and that's why you had to tell me, man.
Yes,
I appreciate that.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call.
All right, take it easy, Locario.
Peace. All right. Let me see what y'all saying in here. You said, was that really resistance? Women change their minds all the time. What if it was FOMO of missing out on him, or she didn't take a good look at him? No, that's so relentless. That's resistance. Resistance is any time a woman pushes back on what you're saying to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, it's kind of a little bit of resistance. It's not that. No, if he says, hey, take your phone out, put my number in it. All you need to see happen is her taking the phone out and waiting for him to tell her the number. You understand what I'm saying? So anything else outside of that is resistance. You see what I mean? So the problem is that a lot of you guys are so used to women giving you resistance that it's been normalized. Like this is normal for y'all to chase after, run after chicks, or to accept bullshit interactions with women. You understand what I'm saying? See, what you guys gotta understand is this. Women know exactly what they're doing. Right? And when a woman is attracted to you and she wants to see you and she's interested in making something happen, she doesn't want to mess the shit up. She wants you to like her. So in order for you to like her, she knows she has to follow your lead. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it like this. Think about if a person wanted a job really bad, right? And the company calls them up and say, hey, we've seen your resume. We want you to come in for an interview Monday morning at 9 a.m. And the person's like, well, actually, can you do it at 12 instead? Or you know what? Matter of fact, how about y'all come to my place and interview me in my living room? Right? No one's going to say no stupid shit like that, right? Because they want the job. They want the job to hire them. They want the job badly. So what do? They cooperate and they follow the lead. Why? Because they want to get hired. You understand what I'm saying? So the job is giving them the person an opportunity to be hired at that company. When you approach a woman and talking to her, you're giving her an opportunity to fuck with you. So if she's giving resistance, then she don't want the fucking job. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. You said, but since women have so many options, do you think they resist subconsciously? No, this is the thing. This is what you guys gotta understand. Women don't have options. You understand? Let me break this down. Women don't have options. Women have a bunch of niggas that want to fuck them. That's what women have. Women ain't got no fucking options. That's why women are crying all the time. Oh, I can't find a man. Oh, this guy ghosted me. Oh, these guys are assholes. It's because they're dealing with a bunch of dudes that want to run up in them. That's not options. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a woman just has to exist to get dick thrown in her. You understand what I'm saying? That's not an option. Because what a woman actually wants, right, is a motherfucker who gives a shit. Because most niggas don't give a shit. You understand what I'm saying? So them dudes, a dude trying to fuck her is not an option. That's just a nigga trying to fuck. Just like the rest of them niggas is trying to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let these chicks be, yo, chicks, you know what chicks do? This is what women do. Women will, in order to be able to manipulate and control beta males and guys, nice guys and guys who they don't really like, but they can utilize, they want you to believe they have options so that they can manipulate you into giving them what they want. So basically the woman is like, hey, listen, you should do what I want you to do because I have all these options. You should be lucky I'm choosing you to fuck with. Right? But what she doesn't understand, or what you don't understand is that she ain't got no fucking options. She has a bunch of niggas that want to fuck her and leave her. That's it. All right, let me answer a few more of these questions, and I gotta head up out of here. Where was we at with this? Shit. Let me. Says I have one more question. Does race play a factor when it comes to dating and attraction? Austin Dunham said in a video. Hilarious. No, it does not play a factor. It does not play a factor. Now, again, some people may think it plays a factor. You understand? Because that's their experience. And if you think race is a factor, and when they say a factor, meaning that it's, a lot of times they're talking about like a detriment in a lot of cases. If you think your race is like a, like takes a few points off or is a detriment to you, that just basically means that you hate yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's all that means. Let me see what so are dry spells part of the game, or do they happen to people with weak game? No. So when it comes to the game, this is, when you're, this is the thing. When you're out here dealing with women, right? Whether you're approaching, talking to girls in the street, hollering at girls at clubs and bars, hitting up chicks on online dating sites, all these other things, right? The game is always going to be the ebbs and flows, meaning that sometimes you're going to get a bunch of chicks that's fucking with you right now. And then there's going to be times where shit is slow as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have times where shit is popping off and shit ain't popping off. But that's how shit works. That's just, life. That's how, so that also pertains to your dating life. You see what I'm saying? But exactly, it's a roller coaster. That's a fact. All right, so listen, man, we about to wrap this up because I got to head up out of here. So listen, tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, shoplocario.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, and cunninghamelements.com. So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Get the new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Hidden gems about dating you don't know, but should, by Mr. Locario and April MC. Go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today.
And then, I had my consultation with April and Locario this past Saturday, which
Nice.
And it was funny because I already had dates lined up before the consultation, and then after, it just like within day, like it's just like I haven't even gotten like the new photos they suggested me to get yet, but just like all the game they gave me in that I implemented, it's just like skyrocketed within a day. So it's like
how many matches did you go to?
I went from getting like, I want to say like max 4 matches a day to like 10.
10 a day. Shit.
10 a day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so like I'm booked 4 weeks out date wise right now.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, we know that there could be flakes and shit, but they're getting replaced as time goes on. So
that's it. Yeah.
So, everyone needs to get that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like don't.
It's like a mini coaching session.
I'm trying to tell, bro. It was April, bro. Like that is the most gamed up chick alive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. like I'm like, how do you know me this well? Like it's just wild, man. So shout out to them, man.
Yo, shout out to April and Locario, man. Facts, man.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Because Locario, in my opinion, is the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah,